Keto Mojo Go-Go, Kevin and Shauna here. We are doing the Heart Walk in Tampa.
There's Joey too.
Yeah, there's got Joey, our grandson, with us too. He's sound asleep, but having a good time. But we're doing the Heart Walk in Tampa. It's probably about 80 degrees. It's November 10th, 2018. So if you're jealous because it's 80 degrees in November 10th, where we are and it's not where you are, sorry. It's actually a little bit warm today. But doing the Heart Walk, having a good time. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was I'm seeing a lot of discussion lately talking about the ketogenic diet is unsustainable as an excuse is why you shouldn't do it, or as a reason you shouldn't do it. So let me ask you this, Shauna. Do you think, is it unsustainable to you?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. That's right. Because guess what we're doing right now? We're actually in the middle of an intermittent fast. It's just a walk, but it doesn't. We don't need the energy. It's not a problem.
I feel great on this. I have more energy than I've had in years.
Yeah. One of the questions I have is talking about unsustainability. So, how about other diets where you have to limit your calories? To say 1,500. Is that sustainable for a long time?
No, you're always hungry.
And
on
this
diet, I'm just not hungry. I have to make myself eat. And if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat it.
Yeah, and so that's one of the things. And the other thing is, just because something's hard, does that mean you shouldn't do it?
But it's usually, hello.
I mean, you think about it. If you start an
Everything
exercise,
in life is hard.
yeah, if you start an exercise regime and you start getting sore, it's like, oh, it's unsustainable. So no, I don't think that's really a valid complaint or objection at all.
But I have more energy. I don't take naps. I don't get tired in the afternoon. So it's more sustainable than eating carbs and processed foods that come in a box.
That's right. So yeah, that kind of brings on to the next point. Oh, Joey's waking up. The next point would be that so for every diet, right? I don't care which diet it is. What you got to do is you cut out processed sugary foods, right? I mean, that's not anything unusual. And I think the ketogenic diet, that's really kind of the baseline, right? You're not eating the junk, you're eating real food. So let me ask the question again. Is eating real food unsustainable?
It's easy. You throw a burger in the pan, you throw an egg in the pan, you throw some bacon in.
Some cauliflower, some broccoli, some squash, whatever. I mean,
you don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to do all these fancy recipes.
Yeah.
You can just do something simple, cheese and a burger.
So if you're telling me that eating donuts and cookies is unsustainable, then I'm thinking maybe you might want to reevaluate your relationship with food. Yeah. So that's kind of one of the things we're thinking about. So also another thing about the ketogenic diet we talked about. So, what about, food groups, right? There's major food groups you don't eat. You don't eat grains, for example. Well, so let me ask you this.
You can find replacements for that.
You can definitely find replacements, but think about oatmeal, right? Can you eat oatmeal without sugar or fruit on it?
No.
No. So, I mean,
not most people.
It doesn't taste good by itself, right? You have to add stuff to it to make grains taste good. And it doesn't stick with you that long. It's like the old Chinese food, you eat rice and an hour later you're starving again. So it doesn't sustain you.
Get photo bombers. Get photo bombers.
That's okay. We're in a walk. Things happen.
And a heart walk of all things. What's the best thing for your heart? Ketogenic diet.
It is. I mean,
we were heading down a dark path. One of us was bound to have some issues real soon. And we don't want to be sick. We want to be able to be there for our grandchildren.
Yep. So we were heading down the path of type 2 diabetes. So that's another question. So is type 2 diabetes a sustainable lifestyle?
Absolutely not.
No.
You have to take insulin and it destroys your body from inside out. So, it's not a good choice.
All right, so the next objection about being unsustainable is, what about my veggies? Well, you can still eat vegetables on a ketogenic diet, right? You can still.
I love my vegetables, so I'm gonna eat them.
Cauliflower, broccoli,
I won't eat
squashes,
as much now.
leafy vegetables.
You're gonna.
It's all perfectly.
I like to eat ice, but I'm not going to take it.
No, we're gonna go.
Oh, they're good. He's good.
Not good for dogs. Ice is not good for dogs.
It'll be all right. Just a little bit longer. But yeah. So you can still eat vegetables. It's just a myth that you don't eat vegetables. You may choose not to, but that's that's your choice. There's different ways of doing it.
You
And
gotta
then
account for the carbs in the vegetables. You do.
yeah. And then the last thing I want to talk about is, okay, but I miss my bread.
Yeah, I don't miss it.
I don't. We don't miss our bread. And the thing is that for
Yes,
a while,
I ate too much of it before.
for a while when you're first starting off on keto, you'll find some, bread replacement recipes and stuff, and they're good. They're not totally satisfying, but after a while, I don't think I even really, crave it anymore.
No.
Again, that's part of that sustainability, right? Your body
I'm
changes.
just non.
To the moon arches, we can do it.
Yeah. Your physiological changes. You don't crave what you used to crave, so that makes it more.
And you're full quicker. I can eat a handful of food. I'm full.
It's true. So portion sizes kind of go down automatically. Yep. But anyway, so can you think of anything else that would be a reason that somebody might be objecting to saying it's not sustainable?
I can't give up my Cokes.
You can't give up your Cokes. Well, if you
You know
can't
how
give
much
up your,
sugar's in a Coke?
you can't give up Cokes, you've got bigger issues than keto. So anyway, I think that's about all I got to cover. You got anything else?
No.
A couple more points before we close out this video. Another argument would be dietary boredom is a reason for unsustainability. But let's take a look here. If you are unable to find on Pinterest or Facebook or any other site some awesome comfort food replacements that are keto friendly, you just really haven't looked very hard. I mean, a lot of these recipes are very simple. So you have to wonder again, is there a problem with the ketogenic diet being unsustainable? Or do you just have a problem with lack of imagination in food? So just keep that in mind. You can always find things as you need them to help replace those comfort foods. And then finally, another issue would be, people try very hard using willpower to get through their diets. Like if they're trying to, reduce their calories or whatever, they will try to use willpower. And the one thing with the ketogenic diet is you should not use willpower. You're doing it wrong if that's the case. You should be eating until you're full. And generally speaking, once you're fat adapted, you will be full before you reach your calorie goal. I mean, you should track them if you want to keep losing weight. But it would be better to go over your calories a little bit than to eat some carbs or eat sugar and knock you out of ketosis. So just kind of keep that in mind. Willpower is not how the ketogenic diet works.
All right, so what do we say? Keto Mojo Go Go out!